Many years ago, in faraway Persia, there lived a king named Ahasuerus. He had a beautiful queen named Vashti. One time, King Ahasuerus invited all the men in the capital to feast.
He commanded Queen Vashti to show off her beauty to the men at the feast, but Vashti refused to appear before the men. The king became so angry he consulted with his advisors and announced that she could no longer be queen.
Ahasuerus wanted a new queen, so he sent his messengers to look for the most beautiful young woman in Persia. Among the women they found a young Jewish woman named Esther. She was living with her cousin Mordecai, a very pious and good man. When the king saw lovely Esther, he chose her as his queen.
One day, when Mordecai was at the palace, he overheard two of the guards plotting to kill the king. He used messengers to tell Esther about the evil plot. The queen warned King Ahasuerus and had the guards killed immediately.
The king's prime minister at the time was Haman, who was a very wicked man. He wanted everyone to bow down to him. Almost everyone did. However, Mordecai refused to bow down. Haman became very angry at Mordecai and at all the Jews. He decided to have all the Jews in the land of Persia killed. The date was chosen by lottery, and the 13th day of Adar was the day chosen for the terrible deed.
Of course the Jews were frightened. Mordecai begged Esther to save her people. Esther said that she would try. She appeared before the king in her most beautiful robes and invited the king and Haman to the banquet.
At that banquet, the king asked Esther what she wanted so badly. Esther invited the king and Haman to join her at another banquet the next night, and then she would tell them. At the second banquet, the king said to Esther, "You look unhappy. What is bothering you?"
Esther answered, "O king, Haman is going to kill my people. He has built a gallows and wished to hang my cousin Mordecai. Please save my cousin and my people." The king loved Esther very much and remembered that Mordecai had saved his life. He called his palace guards and ordered them to hang Haman on the gallows he had prepared for Mordecai.
So, on the 13th of Adar, the Jews, instead of being killed, celebrated a happy holiday. They called the day Purim, which means lots in Persian. Mordecai became a wise and caring prime minister in place of Haman. Today, people send pastries called hamantaschen to one another and give charity to the poor in celebration of Esther's bravery.